Hi, my name is Melody Barker, and I'm excited to be with you today. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this recording. Dr. Theresa, thank you so much for this invitation, and I hope to be with you next year in person. So as soon as those dates are set, please let me know, because I'll be with you in St. Charles, or anywhere for that matter. I know it's going to be fun. Okay, so we are right in the throes of this international summit, and I can already tell you that I know it's going to be awesome and that you're going to walk away with the keys to unlocking your destiny and your purpose. And I'm so thankful to be among such an amazing group of speakers and leaders in this movement to help people understand their destiny. And as I was preparing and going through my notes, I wanted to just give you 3 keys today. And what's great is it's 3 keys and they're all E's. So they're going to be easy to remember as you go forward from today, unlocking your purpose, unlocking your destiny, and giving people what they need to know in order to unlock their purpose and step into their destiny as well. So let's get into this first key, because I know that you've got an exciting afternoon or evening ready for you, and I want to be sure to honor Dr. Theresa and my time with you today. So the first one I want to talk to you about as you are stepping into Take Your Mountain is your environment. So many people do not realize that they allow their environment to change and set their limitations. And what do you mean by that? Well, if this is funny. My mom this just popped in my head. My mom would always share the story of a square watermelon. And in Japan, they would take an early little young watermelon and stick it into a jar, and then it would fill up the jar, and it would take on that shape. That's the same thing with our purpose and our destiny, or whatever mountain that you're wanting to climb or to tackle. If you stay in an environment that's going to limit your ability to grow or to create an impact, you're going to take on the shape of that environment, and that's going to be it. I reference John Maxwell a lot in my quotes because I respect him, I honor him as a speaker in a leadership position, as well as helping others reach their potential. And he talks about the importance of understanding your environment with this quote: "Growth stops when you lose the tension between where you are and where you could be." And I want to take a minute and kind of unpack that for you. Take just a quick inventory of where you are. What are those things that have been on your list that you want to accomplish, that you want to get taken care of, but they've been sitting on your to-do list for months or maybe years? Okay, I want to challenge you right now to write those things down and cross them off your list as if you're not going to do them. Move on to a new list and recognize that you're not desiring to complete those tasks. So move forward, move past them, because if you're saying, you know what, I don't want to do this, I don't want to take the next step, I don't want to climb my mountain until I'm able to do this, and this. Well, if that's been on your list for the last 3 to 5 years, then you've got 3 to 5 years that you are robbing from yourself and from your potential because you've set your own roadblocks of limitations. I teach and I coach people who are wanting to get into speaking and into ministry, and one of the first things that we do is we identify what is it that you want to do, where do you want to go, and how do we get there. So I'm going to ask you the same thing. Where do you want to go? What mountain do you want to climb? Where you are right now, is your environment conducive to allowing you to climb that mountain? Another great example is the call to media. You can be on social media, you can be advertising, you can be doing things online, but if you're looking to get into the movies or get into modeling or get into acting, any of those things, it's going to be a step further than where you are right now just with social media. So those few things might be something that leads to an open door, but if you don't start with the known, how do you step into the unknown? So where media is concerned, there's going to be maybe a learning curve that has to happen, or knowledge that you need, or a class or certification, or even just experience that you need. But if you step back and say, I can't until my kids are grown, or I can't until I step into this, or I can't until I'm debt free, then what you're doing is you're stopping all progress on your potential. You are blocking your destiny from being fulfilled. And then if you think about it, you're setting an example for those who are around you, that if you're not moving forward into your destiny, into your purpose, or up your mountain, then how do they follow your lead? People can be motivated or they can be trapped by your actions. Isn't that crazy? That your actions, you stepping forward, even today, like right now at the end of this session, or even at the end of this video, you taking a step forward will help shed light on somebody else's path to move forward. The next thing I want to talk to you about is expansion. So we just talked about environment, the next one is expansion. And I wrote down here, you need to move from can I to how can I. So if God's calling you to climb the education mountain or the political mountain, whichever one it is, okay, God, Can I do that? No, God, how can I do that? God, help me find the people that I need to connect with, even within this room. Who do I need to find online? What books do I need to be reading? What do I need to say yes to in order to expand my territory? Just as the prayer of Jabez says, to put the stakes in the ground, to stake that claim and to say, you know what, God, I'm ready to move forward here today. How do I expand my influence? And you know what, that step forward, again, just as we talked about it just a second ago, creates the ability for somebody to follow behind you, being able to step forward in their destiny. So look at the projects that you've got going on right now. What you can see is that sometimes you have to figure out a way to say, what can I do to create the most impact? What's working and what is just more work? So how do I go from, I'm swamped, I have no idea what I'm doing, I have nowhere to go. So take a quick inventory of what's going on and make room to be able to do what's a part of your next step. Make room by clearing off those things off your to-do list, those things that are not important, they're not accomplished, they're years, consider them in the past. Start a new list today. What would be the necessary steps to move forward? The last E that I want to give you is the word effective. To look at what is effective for your life. Okay, what do you mean by effective? Be on time. When you have commitments made or when you have any of those things going on, to say, I'm going to be on time every time and show up with the best you possible. Every time you have the opportunity to meet and greet with people, to speak in front of them, to make a presentation, even if it's just in your office, a place that you're already set and comfortable with, do the very best with every opportunity, because I firmly believe that as you honor God with the opportunity that's in front of you, the next one will be extended to you. So real quickly, I want to tell you, watch your environment, plan for your expansion, and be effective in all areas that God has called you to move forward to. And I'm going to tell you this, the view from the top of your mountain is going to be absolutely beautiful. You're going to love it. So keep going, keep climbing. As Dr. Theresa would say, would be dream big and do it. So I want to thank you so much for your time today. I hope you'll connect with me on social media or connect with me online. It's melodybarker.com. And if you go to Facebook, it's Melody Barker, INT. And all the other social networks are Melody S. Barker. Y'all have a great day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.